up, Paul? Well, not too many people outside of Hawaii gave the Warriors much of a chance against 22nd ranked Fresno State. That's because the Warriors are 0-10 versus ranked teams on the road. So the big question is, could they break that streak today in Fresno? Pick it up in the first, UH trailing 3-0 on the kickoff. Ryan Mouton makes the catch and then runs right by the Bulldogs special teams. He goes 90 yards in like 4 seconds. Would have taken me like 2 minutes. He walks into the end zone. Extra point, no good. So Hawaii takes a 6-3 lead. Move to the second. UH adds to their lead. Inoki Funaki, 28 yards to Malcolm Lane. The Warriors take a 19-3 lead. Now move to the fourth, game tied at 29. Fresno State with a chance to win the game, but Hawaii blocks the kick. So we go to overtime. Kevin Gessling already missed one field goal. He gets a second chance, but misses that one as well. That's all the Warriors would need as Dan Kelly kicks the 34-yard game winner. The senior comes up big as Hawaii gets the huge win over Fresno State in overtime, 32-29. UH improves to 2-3 overall and 1-1 in conference play.
Your football team on the road tonight pulled off the first marquee victory of the Greg McMackin era, knocking off 22nd ranked Fresno State. Opening quarter trailing 3-0. Senior return man Ryan Mouton put the rubber slippers on his hands and boogie for a 90-yard touchdown, his second career return to pay dirt. Fast forward now to the second quarter. Kahuku grad junior Inoki Funaki, 28 yards to Malcolm Lane. Warriors up 19-3. And how's about the Hawaii defense? After cockroaching only 2 turnovers to the first 4 games of the year, went klepto for 6 turnovers, including 2 interceptions by safety Keao Monte. Warriors took a 19-9 lead to the Lockers. How's it going, everybody? Warriors have now won 3 straight over their bitter rivals and 7 of the last 10 meetings. Tonight, they did it in overtime, picking up the first road victory over a ranked team in school history. We'll pick it back up in the third. Warriors still leading 19-9 until Funaki connected on his second touchdown pass of the night. 3 yards to Mike Washington. Funaki, what a night, going 17-25. 172 yards passing, added 75 yards on the ground. Fresno, though, did not go down without a fight, outscoring the Warriors 20-3 over the next 23 minutes. Bulldogs with 2 rushers that went for over 150 yards. Lanye Miller, 162. Anthony Harding, $158. Fresno tied the game at 29 with 8 minutes left in the fourth. Had a shot to win it with 50 seconds to go, but the 36-yard field goal try was blocked by Antoine Tuamahaley, sent the game into overtime in the extra frame. Bulldogs with the ball first, and Kevin Gessling missed a 35-yarder. Warriors get the ball back, and the Iceman stepped up. Dan Kelly, 34 yards. The game winner is good. Warriors pull off the upset, 32-29 the final. Coach Mack gets his first career FBS victory. Warriors now 1-1 in the Western Athletic Conference. Tuamahaley, you came up with the big block that sent the game into overtime. Just tell me how great of a feeling that was.
It felt awesome just being in that position. Coach called my name, and I just went out there around the field. He gave me the play. Went out there, did my job. Just told the boys, give me a little push. Still alive. Still alive. A good win. I don't even know how to explain. Happy is not even the word to explain like how I feel, but you know, like it just seemed like all odds were against us. You know, we had to come down here. They're ranked, and things just haven't been going the best for us. You know, even at times when we felt like our backs were against the wall and it was us against the world, but everyone in that locker room believed in each other.
What a game, 32-29 the final. Warriors improved to 2-3 on the season, 1-1 in the Western Athletic Conference. Running back Damien Grad Kealoha Polaris had 8 carries for 59 yards rushing, added 22 yards receiving. Bulldogs actually outgained Hawaii 527-327. But again, UH with the stat of the night, forcing 6 turnovers. Up next for the Warriors at home against Louisiana Tech next Saturday.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us on this Saturday night. I'm Marissa Yamane. The Warriors did it. UH beat 22nd ranked Fresno State in Fresno tonight with the game going into overtime. John Veneri joins us now, and What a huge win for the Warriors.
As a matter of fact, it's the first time Hawaii has ever beaten a ranked team on the road in the program's history. The Warriors owned a 19-9 halftime lead and extended it in the third quarter. Hawaii with 2 first-half interceptions, and then coming up with the third, Brashton Satele steps in front of the screen and takes it away. And that eventually led to Inoki Funaki's second touchdown pass of the game. It's a short strike to Mike Washington, and Hawaii was up big at that point, 26-9, but the Dogs came right back. Lonnie Miller takes the handoff, and he races 80 yards for the touchdown, and that made it 26-16. Hawaii, though, still up by 10. Now, a couple of field goals later, Fresno State evens it up in the fourth quarter. 1-yard touchdown run, and it's all tied at 29. Hawaii had a late field goal block, and then Fresno with a chance to win it, but Hawaii comes up with a block of its own, and we are headed to overtime, where Kevin Gosling gets another chance at it. He misses the kick. Hawaii gets charged with roughing the kicker, so Gosling gets another shot. He misses again. So it all comes down to Dan Kelly, 34 yards for the win, and he drills it through. Hawaii upsets 22nd ranked Fresno State 32-29 in overtime. And of course, we're going to give you a full recap, including the first half highlights, a little later in sports, including what some people may have missed because of problems with the pay-per-view broadcast.
Definitely. Thanks so much, John. Well, folks who bought pay-per-view were in for a shock when they turned on the game this afternoon. For more than half an hour, most of the first quarter, this is what they saw. A slate citing technical difficulties. No picture, but there was audio. Fans could listen to the play-by-play announcers. Some folks who didn't purchase pay-per-view went to places like Champion Sports Bar to watch the game.
It's one touchdown. It's hard to imagine when they're talking on the radio and you can't see.
The problem was finally fixed with 3 minutes, 40 seconds left on the clock in the first quarter. Oceanic Time Warner Cable spokesman Norman Santos says there was a problem with a satellite uplink from Fresno. He says the uplink went down about 10 minutes before kickoff. ESPN aired the game across the nation. However, ESPN blacked out the game here because it was on pay-per-view. Santos says they don't plan to issue refunds because they were able to air majority of the game live. And they're replaying the game again. However, the rebroadcast has had numerous glitches.
Are the 2 oldest members of the Western Athletic Conference. The Hawaii and Fresno State games have traditionally been fantastic games, hard-hitting, high-scoring, and tight battles. Tonight was no different as Hawaii was trying to rebound off of a loss last week against San Jose State, and the Bulldogs were trying to keep its hold on its top 25 national ranking. Fresno up 3-zip on a 24-yard field goal in the first quarter, but Hawaii strikes back in a big way on the ensuing kickoff. That's Ryan Mouton making a bunch of guys miss, and he is gone. Takes this one 90 yards for the score and the lead. Missed PAT, and the Warriors were up 6-3. And Hawaii has been plagued with turnovers. We all know it. Last in the nation in turnover ratio, but today had some takeaways. We're covering the fumble kick return. And then Kale Monti comes down with the Josh Leonard tip pass from Tom Brandstatter. Hawaii ball 1st and 10. A couple of field goals by Dan Kelly made it 12-3, and then Inoki Funaki extends the lead. How about this pass? 28-yard perfect strike. Malcolm Lane in the end zone made it 19-3 Hawaii. Fresno State got in the end zone and then was trying again late in the first half, but Hawaii's defense comes up big again. How about that? Monti, second pick of the night. It was 19-9 at the half, Hawaii with the lead. And they tried to add to it in the third quarter. After a Brashton Satele pick, Inoki Funaki finds Michael Washington for the 2-yard touchdown. Hawaii with a 26-9 advantage, but the Bulldogs got it right back. Lonnie Miller takes the handoff. He's off and running. 80 yards for down the sideline for the score. Fresno added a field goal, bringing the Dogs within 7. Now, Hawaii held on to that lead after trading field goals, but the Bulldogs make up the difference in the fourth quarter. 70 yards and 9 plays, ending with a 1-yard game-tying touchdown. It was knotted at 29. Dan Kelly got a field goal attempt blocked. Fresno looked like they might have the lead, letting the clock talk down. But Hawaii blocks Fresno's game-winning field goal. This one goes into overtime. Bulldogs with the ball first. Hawaii's defense keeps him at field goal distance. Gosling's kick is no good, but the roughing the kicker call gives him another chance. He misses again, so Hawaii gets a chance. All they have to do is kick a field goal. Dan Kelly for the win. 34 yards out, knocks it right down the pipe, and Hawaii stuns Fresno State with the 32-29 overtime win. So for the first time in UH football history, the Warriors beat a ranked team on the road. Hawaii has now won the last 3 meetings with the Bulldogs, improving to 2-3 overall this year, 1-1 in the Western Athletic Conference. Dan Kelly tonight with a career-high 4 field goals. Funaki's final numbers, 17 of 25, 170 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, 14 carries, and 79 yards rushing. Warriors return home this week. They'll host Louisiana Tech on Saturday in Halava.